Greetings, fellow mayors. This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to the Masterclass series for new and veteran players to help improve their city building and city management skills. And we have returned to Hanami Bay, and to recap the previous episode, what we did was we did a little bit of traffic management. So this is the city in its entirety, and how to do traffic management is there are a few tips. One is keep your industrial area outside your city. Make sure that they do not pass through your city unless they are going to deliver goods. So right now we have all our industrial areas here, and we have some here, and they have their own dedicated highway to go export, or if they need to, they may enter the city. So that is one tip. Second tip is to make sure that all your roads are connected to each other, and by using arterials or 4-lane or 2-lane roads, and that helps keep things together. And last but not least, you want to connect things by transportation. So for instance, I have a metro line here, and if we remove this, so this is one tile, right? This is about one tile, and the distance of this one going to the next one is about one tile each. And so that means, so if this is one tile here, then this means we need to add another station somewhere here, and this is exactly what we are going to do. So this is our transport line. So if you take a closer look, we have our trams going in a loop here, and then the red ones are buses. So what they do is the people will go into the bus, and then they will transfer to the tram, and then on the trams they can enter here so that they can fast travel to another tile. So that's basically the same concept here. So we have the tram loop going around, gathering people, bringing them to a station if they need to transfer to another tile, and within that we also have our bus lane, so that these bus stations can bring the people either to the tram or to the long distance transport, which is a monorail. So how do we implement that here? So right now, let's take a look again. So we have this monorail track, it is elevated, and we also have this train track which is connected to our cargo station, and it connects to the outside of the city. So it goes all the way here. So that means it is an opportunity to let passengers from outside the city or another city into our city. Therefore, I will plan to try to connect these two together, so that, for instance, we have our train station here with passengers from outside, and then they can transfer as soon as possible to another station which will take them outside, or we can also put in our trams so that they can also travel closer by. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and do that. And first, I'm going to delete this because the road used to go in this direction, but I decided to make it bigger. So let's go ahead and delete that. Oh, by the way, let's check out our traffic flow. So our traffic flow is maintaining above 90%. And just by doing that, exactly what I just mentioned, by having proper road network, transportation, and keeping your industries outside, you will enjoy a very, very clean traffic flow without any major traffic in your city. Okay, so now that I have this clean, I want to focus on this one first. Let me relocate this. And let's check out the stats of the city. You should also check your stats whenever you restart your game. So our electricity is still kind of good. I need to address that in a future episode. And our water is good, and our education, we're gonna need some more high schools and a university. So that is one thing to take note of. So that is possibly something we are going to make. But first, let's go ahead and add in our metro station, and I want to do a elevated track. So let's find an appropriate one. Elevated metro station with shops. Okay, that seems pretty good. However, it is there's possibly a better one. Let's try this one. Elevated bypass. Okay, so this is good, and it also goes right smack in the middle of this. And let's just go ahead and connect this one. Okay, now the next thing is our train track. I'm not sure if this is the right uh, length, or no, the right angle. So let's go ahead and try to do this road. So we're gonna use the same format here where we have trees on the side. So the distance is about let's see here. Okay, that looks good. And let's try to put our train track right here. I'm just gonna create a sample first. So that is our height. Make sure there is distance in between so that when the trains pass, okay, the height doesn't matter. And let's go ahead and delete this one. Okay, it's a good thing that I tested. So as you can see, it is not straight. It goes right through this. And I want it to go here as much as possible. So I think we need to move it a little bit. So let's try this distance. This one looks good. Yeah, we could go ahead with this track. So I'm gonna delete this one. And hopefully it goes straight. No, it's still a little too close. So I'm gonna have to redo this one. Okay, I think this is perfect now. There you go. That's perfect. Now we just need to connect it. Okay, and we just have to redo this road. Okay, now as for our block here, we're gonna have to try to be creative, but I still want to keep in mind that little space. So it's going to be around here. In fact, we could make it 2 lines. Okay, that seems fine, and I can go ahead and start creating our sections here. Okay, before we get any further, let's go ahead and put in our train station. So I am going to look for an elevated track. Let's go for this, an elevated bypass station. So it needs to be a bypass station because cargo station also goes through this. And we need a road. And is it perfect? Not really. Yep, it's not perfect. I need to move it just a little bit. Okay, I think we found our station. This one perfectly sits well. Let's see. I want to make it as close as possible to this one. So let's put it around here. This looks like a good spot. And then it has enough for it to curve. Oh no, it lied to me. Or is it just too tall? I think it's just too tall. And it's also slightly off. But it might be acceptable. Okay, so she does have a little bend, but I think that'll be fine. I mean, they need to slow down here anyway. And yep, we're just gonna accept it. And let's go ahead and connect all of these things together. Now we just need our monorail track. So this will align with this. Okay, this looks good. So now the people from here, they can simply transfer to this track or to this station. And now we also need to set up our tram station. Let me ponder. I think we can create one here. Might be possible. Yep, let's go ahead and try to do that. So from here, this tram will go in this direction, but I don't want it to go in the roundabout, so I need to create like a little cut here. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, so this is going to be our tram track. Let me just go ahead and update this so you have a better idea on what it looks like. So first, let's upgrade this. So it will go in this direction. And then we're gonna use the small tram one. There we go, 4-lane road with tram tracks. So it's gonna go through here. Then it's gonna have a little loop here. And then this, let me think. It's gonna have to go through somewhere here, and we will kind of figure out how to do that. I think we can just make it go here. There we go. Now let's go ahead and populate the area. So I want to put a building here. Let's think. And again, I want to put a school, right? So yeah, let's put down a school first. If I could put this school here and make it fit, it would be absolutely beautiful. Let's try to use this. Okay, I just want to make sure that it is not, the building is not hitting the track. This one looks good from this angle. This distance here is okay. This one here is not supposed to be there. This might be fine though. Let me see. Oh, maybe we don't need to connect this one. Yeah, maybe we'll just leave it like that. Yep, that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and add in the high school. So this is a university. I haven't hit play, that's why it's not recognizing it. So let's place these here. Okay, I think the buildings are aligned together. That's all I wanted. And here, this here doesn't necessarily need to be another one of this. So what I did here was I made like a square, right? So I'm not gonna do that on this end. Instead, we're gonna place another building here. Okay, so what I did was I added in their own little sports complex. It's an American football park. Um, yep, I think that's fine. Now we just need to decorate the inner area. And I just increased the size of our park so that I could fit in these objects. Okay, I like that. Now we just have this to decorate. Okay, before I fill in this side, let's go ahead and work on this. I want to dezone. Oh, I can actually resume the simulation now. I want to dezone these. These are offices, and they should be commercial or residential. So I'm going to dezone them. The reason why I'm dezoning is because the building models do not match. Right. I want to use this emerging downtown content creator pack buildings. So let's go ahead and dezone. And I also want to fill out this part. So this is a tram stop, and here, let's see, what building can we fit? This one should do nicely, but I just need to pull it out around here. So we could make like a little parking area here. I think that's too much. Let's scoot this back. And I think I also noticed that the building already has parking. Yeah, the building already has parking, so this is extremely redundant. Let's find another building or structure. Okay, so I scoot the building a little back because I am still going to do this thing along here, right? And I want to make sure that there is ample space. Okay, so that is looking great. So let's go ahead and fill in these areas. Okay, just want to make sure I have the right zoning. Okay, I will increase the size of this zone. But on this side, we're gonna be zoning a different type of building or zoned structures. But let's finish this end first. And here we have a large area. Let me think. As much as possible, I think we should be just zoning residential. Okay, so far so good. And for our new district here, what I will do is I will keep it as is, but we will make this into local and organic produce. And let's go ahead and start zoning in the commercial. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put in our tree pattern here. Let's make sure that the these things are off. Oh, look at that. There are loads of people going in. That's because of this station. Okay, we need to activate our metro line. Okay, we have a lot of residential demands again, so let's go ahead and zone this part. So this, I'm gonna try to set it as historical. Oh, they have to be developed first, and then they can become historical. We have some abandons, but it was only on that end. I'm not sure why they abandoned, but it seems to just be on this side of the map. Let me go ahead and connect our trams. So our tram currently goes here. I could make it go all the way through that end. Let's think about this first. Let's start here. Oops. I think I need to make this to a tram road. Where is that? Okay, let's try that again. So I need to make a stop here, and we should have a station somewhere here, or to just yeah, we should have a station here. So I'm just gonna put one here for now, and then we need one on this end. Let's put it here, and one will be on here, and it will finally close the loop. What is that? Okay, there you go. I think I double clicked accidentally. Now we need a return loop. And there we go. So hopefully, oh, there you go. See the traffic here. You notice there was a huge backup here. But when I started to connect our stations, for instance, this one, starting with this reduced, because that's when people came out here, and now they can just go to this station instead of just driving all around your city, right? So you kind of witnessed how traffic works in City Skylines. And yeah, that is like a repeat thing. So as long as you practice that, then your city should be pretty clear of traffic. So you saw it here first. So for this part, I don't want the emerging downtown commercial. I'm actually going to zone this. I want this to be local and organic, and that will go all the way over here. Let's use a smaller brush. Yeah, let's actually redo everything here. Okay, and now I can, oops, we still need to make our pathways here. Okay, now we can zone in. Let me see if I can fit something here. I think we'll put a cemetery. Oh, there's already a cemetery nearby. Okay, that's not allowed. Oh, here, I could put the cemetery here. Okay, let's remove all of these. So for the sides, I kind of want to fill this in with something, but we can't put roads because the roads here are already in. So yeah, if I put another road here, that's going to create traffic. So let's just add in a large park that could fill in the slot. This is kind of like my go-to park now. And then I just select any one of these. Okay, so these areas can be filled in. I'm not sure what I can put here. Oh, look at it. Look at that huge number of people. They're going to this. They're going over here. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Fantastic how everything is working out as intended. Okay, now it's just a matter of putting down trees and let's see if there's any other things that we could add. Okay, let's see the progress so far. Okay, everything here is growing up, and then our trains are passing through. When they do, they go through here. We have some mid-rise buildings. I probably should have like selected exactly where to zone, because now they're just building as whatever they want. But so far, everything is looking good. We just need to fill in the space with trees and whatnot. Yeah, so let me just continue planting. Okay, let's just decorate this with some gazebos, and I think this will look fantastic. Just a few buildings, and then of course just put in similar trees. So that is this, the trees with leaves, but we don't want to get too close to the main path. Just enough here to fill in the space. Okay, there we are. Let's take a top view look. Okay, not too bad. So we have a different layout over there. So if we go out a little bit, yep, so it looks slightly different on that end, which is fine. And then I can just fill in this part. And I think here we can add another taller building. Let's find something different. And this one here fits perfectly. I need to check the... Yep, so the red circle is the noise radius. So we're gonna make sure that only here are low density commercial. Want to make sure that we don't put any residential nearby, while everything else will be residential. One thing that this place doesn't have is garbage management. So I'm gonna try to squeeze in a few recycling centers. So I'm gonna put one over here. These are all commercial, by the way, so it should not be a problem. Yeah, perhaps one will suffice. We're gonna have to see. And then we also need some death care. So let's put up this. You know what? Let's create like a little area. Okay, there is our death care, and we're just gonna surround it with more commercial. Yep, there it is. There's the garbage that I mentioned. Yeah, see, so you have to be like aware of services. Speaking of which, the other thing we're missing is police and fire. Yeah, that's something that we're not really keeping in check. So we need to place a few of those somewhere. Yeah, actually we can place it here. Yeah, let's remove all of this. And let's put up a fire or police station. Then we're gonna put a fire there, and or I think we can squeeze in a small hospital. There you go. So that fits on that side, and yeah, let's go ahead and put back the commercial on this end. Okay, so from time to time you see the traffic coming in, then disappearing. Oh, look at our tram going right through. I think this should be just a dedicated tram line. So let me relocate this thing. A tram track. So this is a tram track only now. So the reason why I did that is this intersection has too many. So it's got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is very bad. So now the traffic is slightly reducing, but this thing, whenever it passes through, creates tiny hiccups. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. If there's anything I need to do. Oh, one thing I did not put was buses, right? Yeah, let's put in our bus route. So I believe this was supposed to be a bus route. So let's check our transportation. Yep, there you go. So here's our bus. What we need now is a bus going in this direction, and we have this road here dedicated for that. So let's go ahead and update some of our roads to just 4-lane roads with bus lanes. So that is this one. So I'm gonna upgrade this. So I even have this marker with trees on the side, because I know that I'm going to make this into a bus lane, and it has to go here. So it's gonna kind of share this area, and then it's going to go in this direction, and we could probably just make it go here. Then it's gonna share this, and we have it over here. There you go. So it meets. So let's go ahead and create our routes. Where's our buses? So first I'm gonna create a bus stop here. And then we're gonna create one over here. Oh, it's not supposed to be there. Okay, I'll put it over here. So they're just gonna have to walk a little bit, which is not too terrible. And then from here, we can make a bus station. Let's see, where's it gonna go? Oh, it's gonna loop around there. Okay, so yeah, let's just make a station here. And then it's gonna loop over on this side. Then it closes here. Yep. Now we just need to create the other route. It's just going to directly follow the other side. But here I will make it go on this end. Then it will go here and loop or close loop over here. Oh, unfortunately it went this side. It went here. I wanted it to go in this way. Ooh. Okay, so I guess I have to make a stop here. Okay. And then for this one, I'm gonna drag this and put it there. Unfortunately, we have two stops that are nearby, but yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, we'll let it go. And some of the traffic already has dissipated. We only have a few here. There you go. Okay, looking good so far. Our structures here are leveling up. And let's see. Let's wait for a train. This has no connection, but eventually it will go here, and then I'm gonna put another stop here. I believe this is where I'm gonna put my airport. So I'm already thinking that far ahead. All right, let's check. 89. Okay, we dropped one. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, we have like so many stops here. So we may need to fix this, but so far not too bad. At least our population is growing, because one of our other main thing is to reach 65,000 population. Wow, we need 10,000 more. So let's check the population of this. Only 7 or 3,000. And then this one grew a little bit more. So I believe that's this 21,000. Let's check. Yeah, so that's this one. This is 21. This includes this. Yeah, we definitely need more space for building or for residential. So this is why I'm opting for high density only. Okay, let's finish this side. Let's just add in our parking lots and whatnot, and add in the trees. All right, so far so good. Yeah. I like the way that this is developed. I think I've made too many roads that are too close together. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rethink this through. But so far, I think the development is doing great. Let's check our traffic flow. It's definitely under now. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna have to rethink this. Let's see. Let's see if we can make this bus only. No, I need to have pedestrian paths. Yeah, and we do not have that. Not yet, anyway. Or we could also kind of reduce. Oh, yeah, that's right. We might have too many trams and whatnot. All right, so let's do this. So we got 9. Ooh, yikes. Okay, let's reduce that. Even though this is 120. 120 is not good. So this one also has 120. What is this 120? Oh, it's over here? Really? Wait, I have a tram stop there? Why do I have a tram stop there? Oh, yeah, that's right. Now I recall. Yeah, here. That's why there's a lot, because there's many stops. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to redo this area, because I didn't make like a little tiny thing here, what I usually do, like this. So that's why it's kind of creating this backup here. That's why you need that little small slit just for your stations or for your trams or buses. Buses may not be necessary, but definitely trams. It will be necessary for them.